Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar is a retired Indian cricketer and widely regarded as one of the greatest batsmen in the history of cricket. He was born on April 24, 1973, in Mumbai, India. Tendulkar made his debut for the Indian cricket team in 1989 at the age of 16 and went on to have a career that spanned over 24 years. During his career, Tendulkar amassed numerous records and achievements, including being the highest run scorer in both Test and One-Day international cricket, with over 34,000 runs and 100 international centuries. He was also the first player to score a double century in an ODI and the first to score 50 Test centuries. Tendulkar played a crucial role in India's World Cup victories in 1996 and 2011, and he was also a member of the team that reached the final in 2003. He retired from international cricket in 2013, leaving a lasting legacy as one of the greatest cricketers of all time. History of Sachin Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar was born on April 24, 1973, in Mumbai, India. He started playing cricket at a young age and was coached by Ramakant Akrakkar, who helped him develop his skills as a batsman. At the age of 16, Tendulkar made his debut for the Indian cricket team in a test match against Pakistan in Karachi in 1989. He showed great potential and went on to become a regular member of the Indian team, playing in both tests and one-day internationals. Tendulkar quickly established himself as one of the world's best batsmen, with his ability to play both attacking and defensive strokes. He scored his first international century in 1990 against England, becoming the second youngest player to achieve the feat. Over the next 2 decades, Tendulkar continued to break records and set new milestones. He scored 100 international centuries, the most by any player, and amassed over 34,000 runs in his career, also the highest by any player. Tendulkar was a key player in many of India's successes in international cricket, including the 1996 and 2011 World Cup victories. He was also awarded numerous honours and accolades for his achievements, including the Padma Shri, India's 4th highest civilian award, and the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian award. In 2013, Tendulkar announced his retirement from international cricket, ending a career that spanned over 24 years. He remains one of the most revered and respected cricketers in the history of the game. Sachin Tendulkar childhood stories. There are many childhood stories and anecdotes about Sachin Tendulkar that are popular among cricket fans and his admirers. Here are a few. Sachin's early cricketing talent. Sachin started playing cricket at the age of 11 and was quickly noticed by his coach, Ramakant Akrakkar. Akrakkar was impressed by Sachin's technique and talent and started coaching him rigorously. The coin incident. As a young boy, Sachin used to practice for hours on end in the nets. One day, he accidentally broke the windscreen of a car parked near the ground. The owner of the car was furious and demanded compensation. Sachin didn't have any money on him, so he offered the man a coin as a gesture of goodwill. The man was so touched by Sachin's honesty and humility that he let him off the hook. 3. The undersized pads. Sachin was so small and skinny as a boy that he had to use batting pads that were much smaller than the ones used by other players. Despite this, he developed his own style and technique that made him a master of the game. The practice sessions. Sachin's coach, Akrakkar, used to take him and other promising young cricketers to Shivaji Park in Mumbai for practice sessions. Sachin would often travel for hours on crowded trains to get to the ground, but he never missed a session. The first international century. Sachin scored his first international century at the age of 17 against England at Old Trafford in 1990. He was the second youngest player to achieve this feat, and it was the start of a long and illustrious career that would see him break numerous records and become one of the greatest cricketers of all time. These stories and many others have helped to create a legendary image of Sachin Tendulkar as a humble, hard-working, and talented cricketer who overcame all obstacles to achieve greatness. Sachin Tendulkar records. Sachin Tendulkar holds numerous records in the sport of cricket, many of which still stand today. Here are some of his most notable records. Highest run scorer in international cricket. Sachin scored a total of 34,357 runs in his international career across all formats, the highest by any player. Most international centuries. Sachin scored 100 international centuries, the most by any player in the history of the game. Most Test runs. Sachin scored 15,921 runs in Test cricket, the most by any player. Most Test centuries. Sachin scored 51 centuries in Test cricket, the most by any player. Most ODI runs. Sachin scored 18,426 runs in one-day internationals, the most by any player. Most ODI centuries. Sachin scored 49 centuries in one-day internationals, the most by any player. First player to score a double century in ODI cricket. Sachin scored an unbeaten 200 runs against South Africa in 2010, becoming the first player to score a double century in ODI cricket. Most runs in a single edition of the World Cup. Sachin scored 673 runs in the 2003 World Cup, the most by any player in a single edition of the tournament. Most Man of the Match awards in international cricket. Sachin won 62 Man of the Match awards in his international career, the most by any player. Most Man of the Series awards in international cricket. Sachin won 15 Man of the Series awards in his international career, the most by any player. Sachin Tendulkar Awards. Bharat Ratna. Sachin is the first sportsperson to receive India's highest civilian honour, the Bharat Ratna. He was awarded this in 2014, a year after he retired from international cricket. Padma Vibhushan. Sachin was awarded the Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest civilian award, in 2008. Padma Shri. Sachin was awarded the Padma Shri, India's fourth highest civilian award, in 1999. Wisden Cricketer of the Year. Sachin was named one of the 5 Wisden Cricketers of the Year in 1997. Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy. Sachin was named the ICC Cricketer of the Year in 2010, and was also awarded the Sir Garfield Sobers Trophy for ICC Cricketer of the Year. Arjuna Award. Sachin received the Arjuna Award, India's second highest sporting honour, in 1994. Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna. Sachin was awarded the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna, India's highest sporting honour, in 1997-98. Honorary Group Captain. In 2010, Sachin was made an honorary group captain by the Indian Air Force. Honorary Doctorate. Sachin has received honorary doctorates from a number of universities, including the University of Mumbai and the University of Oxford.